How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are already in the second video of today because friends, I have brought you the video analysis of these swords and rocks offers. Okay, in this case, we are doing an analysis to see how these offers work and which one we were going to be buying. Okay, but in this case, Kaban himself, well, since we know how it works, he hasn't let me buy anything, but finally he has been able to do it. Okay, I'll show you what I bought. Well, I basically bought the two $100 offers in which they gave us those awakening gems. We'll see it later in the game. Of course, I have had to buy because absolutely all the offers that have to do with unique stones from the Fantastic Saga in order to get a good offer. Sorry for continuing to raise my Israeli, my prestige, and so on because let's remember that it is the top 30 and then I bought the truth. That two offers from here of the Titan Crystal to be able to also get these crystals of the strength of the Fantastic Saga of the Brave and also these 7 Titan chippers for the power that comes to us are going to be good for us. After all, for the new Titan Crystal itself, and then I think I haven't bought anything else. Basically, as I told you, I wanted to buy up to the 7-star Silver Samurai that we remember. This reminded me a lot of the offer we had with Dineparia in the Saga of the Glorious Games. So in this case, what I have to tell you is well worth it. What is that I bought myself? Well, this 77 is not Samurai Stones, basic floor, more stones. Above all, I care about this basic grade 7, Glass of the 7 Nexus, which is what we are going to open in this opening piece. And well, now we can go to the games. The truth is because there is no longer much to see in the store itself. So what we are going to do now is claim all these objects to open ourselves up and see how it goes if we are lucky. Well, look, the first one that comes out is our friend Silver Samurai with 7 stars. The truth is, I really want to try it, to be testing it, to see how this character turns out. What else do we have? Well, look at 25 unique stones of fantastic strength because it is perfect for us to continue raising the prestige of 20 basics of grade 6. Perfect to continue raising the characters that we have a very beast amount of that to be able to raise both alphas of 3. As grade 6 basics, they are going to serve us spectacularly more uniqueness gems for our characters in the Fantastic Saga. And this grade 7 basics for future ranks 4 of 73 are going to come in very good for us. Crystal of the Nexus of the Fantastic Saga. Wait, because I don't know if they come out as a little message. Let's see. Let's go back a little forward. Look there, just what I wanted to see. Perfect. We have this selector of the Crystal of Fantastic Force than this, friends, because it came to us for the codes, just like this ice. Of the 7 stars that I have already written to you in the previous video, 5,000 than those of the Titan, 5 crystals of the strength of the Perfect Brave, the same offer that we have made in the purchase. I have also bought this one of the Fantastic Strength of 7. Then we have the Strength of the Brave and 2 research scholarships that actually give me a little more equal because we already have it. It's worth more Strength Crystal, the Fantastic Perfect, more links than 7. This interests me a lot more than Brave to be able to achieve everything quite quickly, especially the mission that we have seen before, that gem, the awakening of 7 stars, and also those unique stones that in the end we are going to have enough to be able to give our characters that 7-star Nexus very well. It is basic grade 7, very well more stones to simulate that the more we have 3 alphas out of 4, that we have 10 alphas out of 3, that look at the amount we have. I'm going to have to make a video of the tension soon because we have something terrible and that we have also not opened the reunion and double reunion crystals. And I want to teach that in the future, okay? More basics of grade 7 very well, and I think it would already be there. Now they are going to come out. Well, this is from the offer, from the sword code of Sword and the Stones, okay? And with that, you can choose this, okay? Logically, choose the one that is best for your category in the game. In this case, the Brave Fantastic Saga. We are going for some 7 Trisman. That seems spectacular to me because I have the ability blocked. Let's remember that this character could only be obtained at the event. Valentine's Day. And if I was lucky, of course, in this case, I was lucky and well, now we are waking up. So very, very good this 7-star. I really want it. Well, I no longer have a rank 3 if I remember correctly. So perfect. And we leave with this. Okay, we have mutant cards that I see that I'm going to go for the skilled cards because I'm waiting for me to get male future symbols that are needed from next week to give him that deserved rank 4 and all the singular stones. So let's give him these. Skillful notes and the smart one. Now, yes, we have already got all the offers, what we have bought and everything. And now comes the good thing, comes the juice, comes the delicious thing of the video. In the end, we have to make the opening. Okay, what have we got? Well, we have a lot of glass to open. Look, we have 4 of the 7-star fantastic strength in the Nexus, which is a barbarity. And let's see what else we have apart from this Nexus of the Fantastic Saga. I think we have 7-star Brave Crystals from the Saga. Sorry, from the Saga, not 7, right? Sorry, from 5 to 7 stars, we have 45. The truth is not bad. And finally, we are left with the normal 7-star ones, which are not Nexus, which the truth is, I don't know where they are right now. Let's see that they are in Shard Crystals, I guess. Let's see. Well, yes. Here are 2 crystals from the Fantastic Force Saga. So, I think your thing is to start from the lowest to the highest. We are going to go for the Brave Crystals of the Fantastic Force and see if we are lucky enough to get a 7-star character. I highly doubt it, but hey, it would be spectacular if it touched us. Look, we have 45 crystal shots. We are going to open 10 of 1. As soon as the drug is removed from here, we give it. Let's see if we get lucky, friends. Let's see. Look, we have 0 new, several 6-star. Not bad. I was expecting nothing of 7, the truth is, because remember that these crystals of the Brave are quite small. In the end, we almost never have that luck in having these crystals. Well, we are lucky enough to have a 7-star or something like that. So, well, let's continue. Let's go 35 more. Well, 10 more, sorry. We open one directly. I want to go strong. I want to also go to see how we stayed in my new triumph. Let's see how we also stayed in the topic of those of the mission of Swords and Rocks. In the end, I want to see how we stay close to that 7 mole. Okay, we have 2 more of 6, others of 6, and look at a 5 Spider Woman that we didn't have. So welcome, perfect, not bad. We continue. In the end, generating 7-star chipsets, which is what is appropriate in this case for future monthly opening of September. The truth is, I already have enough chipsets saved. We have 25 crystals left. We are going to leave because we are not having any luck at all. That is, if they give us at least 1 character out of 7, even if it is only 1 Kaban, I only want 1, give me 1, and I am already more than happy in this 45, which is so... You can see how difficult it is to get these 7 characters. Let's see, friend Kaban, give me something please. Look at the 0 new red skull of 6 full 5 stars. My goodness, how Kaban likes not to give even a pinch of 37 stars. He doesn't like to give us anything, friends. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Well, it's okay, friends. We continue dating. We have 15 crystals left. It seems to me that we are not going to get any 7-star characters in this case. But hey, we then have the 7-star characters, which are already that they are generals. And those of the Nexus, which I think were 4 Nexus, we only have 1 new one. That is, we have in chat, it is 6. Iron Man, Infinity War of 6, T-Rex of 6, and Hey, Bastion of 5. Good. In the end, I like to collect the characters. So how many more new characters do we have? Much better, folks, much better. By the way, I haven't said it, but if you want these Mario t-shirts, Superior Battles from 10 years old, you have my WhatsApp in the description in case you are interested. At the moment, I am making peninsular shipments. So if you want more, then you have more information about these pieces of t-shirts. My WhatsApp in the description will be the last 5. We're going to see full 5 stars, right? Indeed, well, nothing. We are leaving these Brave Crystals from the Fantastic Force Saga with 0 7 stars, and I don't know how many there have been 6. But the one that seems terrible to me, as always, this crystals, so to speak, we are now leaving for the shard crystals because we have 7-star crystals, the vessels. In this case, we are going to see if we are lucky and we get a top character that I don't remember right now, which are the characters available in this crystal. Now we're going to see it in the meantime. Well, look, I would love a script, although I already tell you that I'm looking for top prestige, so a 3 out of 7. What else do we have here? Prestigious that I see what I am seeing. Well, we always have it for 200, so let's hope we don't get what else. What else do we have around here? That Spider-Woman would be good. What else do we have to see? Screen Condenefaria of 7. That would be great. Let's see what the first glass of Kaban gives us. Armin alone, Odin would be there too. Very good, Odin. I don't like Odin. Odin is perfect, friends. Very, very good. We started the truth that quite well with an Odin that the truth. I really like the character and all that with his stuffed animals because it helps many characters to, for example, have immunity to high voltage, or well, not immunity but 90% resistance attitude. The truth is that in Odin's pre-fight, they are very, very good friends. Falcon by Joaquin Torres is also out there, which I haven't had since I was 7, and I would like to have for the simple reason that they are going to dive it, so it wouldn't be bad to have the character at all. Let's see that it is already finishing turning, which was the red thing. It would be very good to bite, and we have one left to write. Well, Renta was not IBA. That is, Renta Kindle is quite good. I also like the character. I have it in rank 3 and quite undervalued. In attack, this piece of character. Hey, are we going to go now for connections? You are already seeing what has happened to us. We are going for the links of the Fantastic Saga. So to fail, and with that we would end the opening, but we still have to see the objectives that we still have to achieve. In this forgiveness itself, I think we have a few left. Wait before going for those. In the individual sales nexus, well, I didn't think that by opening we were going to achieve. But it rises in rank. It rises in rank, okay? It doesn't open Crystals of Grace. It opens Crystal of Strength. It's 10 points. It pays you more to win fights. Well, wow, nothing happens. We'll see that outside of what I'll do outside, basically. Well, nothing happens, no? So, yes, we are going to go for the last 4 crystals of this video, which in the end are these links of the Fantastic Force of 7 that are not bad at all. And we are going to turn them around and we are going to see that we can be awakening. I have here on the list of 30 prestige. And in other words, this way we can raise our prestige. There we go to Superior Penny Parker and Red Skull. There, the most superior is not included. Perfect Penny Parker, neither, and Red Skull neither. In this case, we are going to go for Red Skull, who in the end is a good defender. For now, we are starting well with a good character in defense, but let's remember that we are looking for that much needed prestige that now works for us. Apart from the Alliance of Alliance Deeds, Alliance Wars, also in the monthly supervision that I couldn't bring you yesterday, okay? Because it was my girlfriend's birthday and well, I was going to be with her. Logically, we continue. Are we going to see Morbius, Iron Man, and Ant-Man? What glass shit from the saga, huh? What rubbish, guys? Well, nothing. I'm going for Morbius in the end. I know Morbius well. I don't know. It increases the bleeding immunity a little more. Well, it causes breakage, but let's go very kakita, eh? This glass is very kakita. Unfortunately, let's go for the next one. Let's see if this time we have a little more luck and get something better. Bastion, Joaquin Torres, Friends. The Screen Bastion, I think it's not your prestige. Indeed, no. Falcon is not perfect either. And Screen is that Bastion makes me curious. The 7 Screen we have for 60. I think I'm going to go for Falcon. Although you are going to kill a lot of Bastion is a Gautier, but a very beast. But Falcon is 7 and they are going to dive him. So I don't know what Joaquin Torres' diving will look like. I doubt a lot about this crystal. I think I should go for Falcon, but I just said it. I wish it would touch me. So, well, we're going with Falcon. So, I have 7 stars. And on top of that, one new one that can work for me for the Suns, get the score faster. In some, you are going to kill me, but hey, I would have gone to Bastion perfectly, to be honest. Bastion is very, very voice friends. Very voice. If it were the last, let's see what we get. Bite of 7, good friends, good friends. Well, friends, because Moyo and Kindle are not top prestige, so I bite. Friends, I think he was one of the only characters I had left to get in that Alliance Crystal, and I remind you that you have a video on the Really channel from last week where it is demonstrated that this character is quite undervalued in attack, that he has deadly precision, strong blows, very beasts, and that copy brutal power. So well, friends, you see, for me it has already been a victory getting this new 7 character bite. So very good friends, perfect. Well, now it continues like this. We have finished in the end. We have had 2 new perfect red skulls in defense. Mordo is a little bit Falcon, Juanqui, Torres. We have to wait for his improvement. And Mordo, a character who is quite top in defense and also in attack. So we have been able to check, and you have analysis on the channel in case you like it. Okay, so friends, what else do we have? I think that nothing more. Let's see. We have a little message. Nothing here. Rewards for performing alliance deeds. Nothing. And here we have individual events. Look, we can be there now. It is collecting some rewards, but it is only this 6-star mole with that 1,000 gold. And we have a 4-star mole. This is what we are going to have to do in the end because it is farming points, winning fights with anyone with characters from the saga. Okay, with that, we win 20 every time we win a fight, and it would be there. And with that we get both the blade and the Perezusco. I find it very funny how it is put in Spanish and swords and stones, and now we do say goodbye. Showing that piece of silver samurai that we will have to analyze whether or not it deserves that gem of awakening, because they have given it to us only and simply with 7 stars. There we have it. We say goodbye to this piece of screen if it wants to load. Logically, there we have it. Silver, 7-star samurai. What a barbaric character. What a piece of design Cabal has marked. So no, friends, now it does. I hope you like the video. Partners are not there, and see you in other videos. Bye-bye. And before finishing the video, thank you very much to all of you who are members of the channel for becoming a member. You have it in the description. So many thanks to the VIP source of Eliel Ramirez, Oscar Salmeron, and the authentic stories of Auca Roldan and Facundo Juan. Thank you very much for being members of the channel this September 2025. And